What's up YouTube, this is Airsoft, and in this video I have an important safety message for you guys. Lately in the various Airsoft forums and news sources that I'm subscribed to, I've noticed a very disturbing trend that's happening far too often. Whether it's a forum post, a news broadcast, or a fail video, far too many people, both young and old, are completely ignoring basic firearms safety rules. This is extremely dangerous for many reasons, not only for Airsoft players, but for our sport itself. Several Senate bills have popped up in the last few years that have aimed to either ban or restrict both firearms and airsoft guns because there's a few bad apples out there that are trying to ruin it for the rest of us. So with that, in today's video, I present to you the 10 Commandments of airsoft and firearms safety. Keep in mind, this is not all the safety rules concerning our sports, but some of the most important ones. Some of these are aimed more towards airsoft, but many of them apply to real firearms as well. Commandment number 1. Always keep your barrel pointed in a safe direction. This means that if you're not shooting at something, that barrel should not be pointing at something that you do not intend to shoot. Commandment number 2. Always assume that a weapon is loaded and ready to fire. This means any weapon, regardless if it is airsoft or real steel, if you see something sitting there, assume that that's loaded and ready to fire. Don't just assume that because you don't see a magazine in it that doesn't have a round in the chamber. Commandment number 3. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire and the safety engaged. Because keep your booger hook off the bang switch. Commandment number 4. Keep all your firearms and airsoft guns unloaded and stored away when not in use. This is even more important for real firearms, which should be locked up in a gun safe. The last thing that you want is unwanted hands or a small child getting into your guns. Commandment number 5. Never brandish an airsoft gun or a firearm in a public place. This means don't carry them around in public, don't walk around with them in public, don't wave them around in a public place or in a backyard or even in your own home, because somebody may not understand what it is if it's airsoft, or they may get scared if it's a firearm and call the police. Commandment number 6. Always transport your firearms in a lockable gun case or gun bag and keep them out of public view. This means that when you're transporting a gun, don't just throw it in the passenger seat of your vehicle or just into a box. Keep it in a locked gun case or a gun bag. Gun bags are especially affordable nowadays, so that's no excuse. Commandment number 7. Never look down the barrel of any firearm. If your gun gets jammed or there's a malfunction, never look down the barrel of your gun. Taking it apart and cleaning it is a hell of a lot better. Sure, yes, time consuming that some of you may complain. But taking it apart and cleaning it properly is a hell of a lot better than looking down the barrel. If it's airsoft, shooting your eye out, or worse, if it's a real firearm, blowing your head off. Commandment number 8. Always be sure of your target and what lies beyond it. For example, if you're playing airsoft, if you have somebody in your sights, there might be a friendly player who might run into your line of fire. Always be aware of that. If you're outside hunting with real steel and you have a deer in your sights, but there's also a hunting blind behind that and you don't know if there's anybody in that, always be aware. Commandment number 9. Never point your firearm or airsoft gun at anything that you are not willing to destroy. This means that if you're pointing your rifle around, don't. At a wall, at a computer monitor, at a private collectible, just don't do it. Keep your rifles pointed in a safe direction. This is going back to rule number 1, folks. Commandment number 10, and this one's more so focused on airsoft. Always wear full seal ballistic rated eye protection when you're playing airsoft, and never remove it when you're on the field. If your goggles start fogging up, don't take them off when you're on the field, because all it takes is one stray shot and you lose your eyesight. If you can't see, get another player to help you out, call yourself out, and go to the safe zone and clean and defog your goggles. Don't risk your eyesight. I hope that this video helped you guys for your airsoft and firearm safety. Please share this video with as many people as you can, in order to keep both real steel and airsoft sports safe and legal for everybody. As Airsoft GI put it, you don't want to be that one that gets these sports banned for everybody now, do you? As always, this is Dice Airsoft, and I'll see you guys next time.